Hello everybody and welcome back to Man v Film. Today I've got a totally fun Hammer Blu-ray pick-up haul to go through with four very different slices of British horror from Hammer's later years and beyond. We've got gothic horror, mad scientist, psychological nastiness, and even a little bit of folk horror thrown in just for fun as well. So first up we have got Cry of the Banshee, one that I've already covered on the channel. It feels like Hammer's really trying to merge gothic horror with the kind of witchcraft, paranoia and folk horror elements. Visually, it's really kind of fun, it's kind of grimy, kind of dirty. Vincent Price makes this worth picking up alone. He plays Lord Whitman, a cruel magistrate obsessed with wiping out witches and anybody that just raises his ire whatsoever, and it leads to vengeance coming for him, his family, and the people who created these atrocities. It doesn't always come together. It's fun, and it's incredibly fun watching Price just chew the scenery and eat up every bit of landscape that he can, because he's just so fun. Visually it was really stunning as well. Next up, out of this bunch of films, and one that blew me away, in fact I think it could be my favourite from all of them, and that is Crucible of Horror. And this one is just mean and nasty. Michael Gough plays Walter Eastwood, and he is the most unpleasant of patriarchs that you'll ever find in British film. He dominates and psychologically tortures his family, particularly his wife Edith and his daughter Jane, to the point where once he's left the house they just turn around and say, "We should kill him." And you understand why almost immediately, why this seems like the most rational course of action. Gough is brilliant here because he really plays Walter with this sneering cruelty that makes you just loathe the man. Every time he's on screen, you just feel uncomfortable. He's manipulative, he's controlling, and he dominates this entire family. It is a kind of low budget film. It doesn't have a great deal of characters or situations, and it's one where the atmosphere actually builds all the way through. You don't know what's going on. It's definitely one of the nastier films I've seen from Hammer, but a particularly great one as well. Next up we have the wonderfully campy titled Dr. Blood's Coffin. The artwork and all these is incredible as well. And yes, the character in this is actually called Dr. Blood. We get Kieran Moore, who stars as Peter Blood, a disgraced scientist who's returning to Cornwall, his family home, after being thrown out of his medical practice because he was trying to do strange and unusual experiments on the dead. And what I really liked about this is how it really shamelessly plays into the mad scientist, eking almost into the typical Frankenstein story. He, Dr. Blood, isn't trying to cure people. He's trying to make sure that they can take the heart from one and put it into a dead body to bring them back to life. He wants to save all the minds, the smart minds and the artistic qualities within people, and if that means that he has to kill a load of people whose societal input isn't up to his standard, well, that's just what he needs to do. It really has this old school sci-fi feel to it, and I kind of like that idea. I like the setting. I love the idea of the Cornish caves as well. The foggy coastline really works into it, and you can see right near the end of it where they really go for it, and I really appreciated the film. It has some pacing issues along the way, but I was entertained. And finally, we have got The Snake Woman, and this one is wonderfully weird. It's a quickest of the runtime. The setup revolves around this doctor whom decides that to cure his wife's madness, he's going to inject her with snake venom. But she is incredibly heavily pregnant, and he figures if he does it now, not only will he save his wife from madness, but he'll save his future child from madness as well. And he injects this, and the baby is born stone cold with eyes that never blink but is alive, and the townspeople just want to kill it because there's something wrong with it. It escapes into the ether, and years later there is a legend about a snake woman in the moors who kills people, and people turn up with snake bites all the time in a place where they shouldn't really have them. It mixes gothic horror with a little bit of a fairy tale feel to it, and it surprised me how much I really felt for the main snake woman character in this one as well. She isn't evil, she's trapped by a kind of curse and manipulated by the adults around her, and nobody really tries to understand her, and she's just kind of out on her own, which is really interesting for a villain in one of these films. It's definitely a real oddity within Hammer's filmography, but I loved it, I think, because of that. So yeah, 4 very different films, but all of them showcasing something a little bit different from Hammer, which I really enjoyed getting into. Honestly, I will be covering all of these fully, because there's some of them I really want to dig into a little bit more about this. But are you picking up the Hammer Presents films? What has been your favourite so far out of all of them? Is there any you're thinking about picking up? And I would strongly suggest picking up Crucible of Horror, because that was, for me, the standout of this bunch. But I'd love to know your thoughts, so let me know in the comment box below if you've picked up any of these titles, if you've seen any of them, or your thoughts on them. I'd love to know more. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box below, or links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.